Kappa's in front by 2 lengths here from Bacchanali. Rangers, Jeff Fruit. King Kappa's in front. F Fruit down the outside, but in front near the line, King Kappa.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 266, and as always, it's proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group and PlayUp. This week we're going to preview our runners for Saturday's Grand Prix Stakes Day at Eagle Farm, part of Brisbane's road to the Magic Millions. Morning, Tony. It was a great Saturday for the stable last week with another 2 stakes wins for the summer, with all that pizzazz in the Bribie and Barbie's sister emulating her big sister in the Callaway Gal.
Yeah, good morning, Claire. Good morning, everyone. It was a good 2 days, really, wasn't it? The Friday doom and twilight meeting, or the evening meeting, you might call it, into the Eagle Farm Stakes meeting here on the freshly renovated track. So no, it was a good 2 days for the stable. Horses ran well. We didn't get away with the gateway. That was the only negative, but you get 2 more stakes races during this summer is outstanding.
Okay. Before we launch into our preview, we have a special Christmas promotion courtesy of the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The prize is a lunch with Cav for 2 people at the Apron Restaurant at the Pullman Brisbane Airport. To enter, just head to our Facebook page. Why are you laughing? And look for this week's post about the Final Gallop. Click on the link and provide and enter your details to go in the draw. The winner will be announced on next week's show. And I know you're laughing, but I'm sure it will be a lunch to remember.
Oh, it'll be. You hear a lot of stories, that's for sure and certain, and it'll be a lot of laughs. It wouldn't be bad fun at all.
No, exactly. On to Saturday's Grand Prix Stakes Day meeting at Eagle Farm. The rail will be in the 2 metre position. The track is currently a good 4, but the chance of showers Friday and for race day. It's safe to say we'll work on a good 4 for this preview, do you think, Tony?
It'll certainly be good ground. This track it's not holding that moisture as what it did pre to the Renault. Obviously, when they got to Renault the track, they got to shave things back, etc. And it's just going to take a little bit to get back to where it was, which is a little bit disappointing, I must admit, during summer. I thought Saturday's track is probably the worst it's played for some time. As far as bias, it was quite firm, because once horses get through the grass and start hitting that profile, it is quite firm underfoot. So I don't think it's the Eagle Farm we saw 6 weeks ago, which is a little bit of a shame, but I mean, that's part and parcel of managing these surfaces, managing these tracks, that we have to do these Renaults. But that was a little bit of a negative. I thought Wednesday's meeting, which was yesterday, track was still quite firm, which is, it is summer and we haven't got any rain in the last week and a bit. But at least it didn't have any bias yesterday. It was a nice, fair track. So I don't know what to expect here when it comes to a pattern or anything on Saturday, because we had a rail true where it was clearly, well off fence, and that was very apparent as that meeting kept going on Saturday. Yet we went to 7 metres yesterday, and there was no benefit to cover ground yesterday at all. The fence was perfectly fine. So we go back now to a 2 metre. I'm confused, to say the least, really, because I didn't expect to see what happened last weekend happen. So it's for me to look for any patterns. I'd be really keeping an eye on this track early. And just see if you can see some patterns in it in the first few races.
Okay, we will start with race 1, which is the benchmark 70 handicap, which is run over 1,000 metres. Liquor will run in this 58.5 kilos with Bailey Wheeler's 2 kilo claim. She's drawn barrier 5, and with PlayUp, Liquor is paying $2.60 to win and $1.40 for the place. She's had 2 wins this preparation, including by 4 lengths at this track and trip 2 starts ago. It was a good run last start and a blanket finish after a bit of bustling to get out in the straight.
Yeah, it was. She was certainly, she's in foreign territory that day, wasn't she? She was first out, and then all of a sudden they didn't come round, and it just made it really, put her in a different position than what she's been in. She's such a fast filly out the gates when she normally jumps that well. They've got to go too quick to lead her, and that's exactly what happened. So she will still then end up sitting just too close to that hot speed. Yeah. It was a race that really allowed the back markers. They were always going to come late, the way that the tempo was on early. She did a good job. She loves getting back here to this track. Good ground, Eagle Farm. She's a fast filly. You can run fast times here over 1,000, and that's what she'll be out there to do. She's got a few friends again. It's a race with a bit of tempo in it. But she's well placed with Bailey Wheeler's claim. If you can get her to begin well, like she has been, particularly for Anne, she's been riding most of the time. If she can begin well for him like she has for her, then she's certainly a deserving favourite in this.
Okay. Next race we'll talk about is race 2, which is the Class 3 plate over the 1810 metres. We have 2 runners. Princess Rhaenys is the first one we'll talk about. 58 kilos, Ryan Maloney on board, barrier 9. With PlayUp, she's paying $3.40 to win and $1.60 for the place. She's third up on Saturday, out to a distance that she'll have no trouble with whatsoever. Last start finished on strongly for third by half a length over the mile.
Yeah, really happy with her. I thought the last start, second up over the mile was good. I think we're getting out to her trick now.
Yeah.
I've changed things a little bit with her this time around. I've taken the blinkers off her, and she is relaxing really well. I think she's finishing her races off well. I half thought about putting them back on. I just thought she was a little bit on and off late the other day, but we're going to stick to our guns with it because the idea is to get her out over that little bit further in a few weeks. I think Eagle Farm 1800 really suits. She'd be really nice and quiet early. That suits her. Just let her get into a stride early, then let her finish off. It's the right grade of race for her. It's quite interesting for a Class 3 1800. There's a couple of horses here. There's 2 or 3 really good chances in this race. But I think she's a deserved favourite. I think her Winter Carnival form back to this sort of grade, her first 2 runs, they all point to a really good run on Saturday.
The second runner we have is Madame Odette. She'll carry 56.5 kilos. Ben Thompson will ride her. She's drawn barrier 2. With PlayUp, Madame Odette's paying $4.60 to win and $1.90 for the place. She's another one that's third up after our last start mile third at Doomben. Like a stablemate, she finished strongly just to miss in that race. Yeah,
well, she's hopefully heading from this up to the wave at the Gold Coast, so you want to see her run well.
Yeah.
Thought she was good the other day. The winner was able just to get all the shortcuts through the inside, where she had to come out and make her run, and that was the difference between winning and just getting beat.
Yeah.
She's raced really well. She's a filly that's raced well over the last 2 preps without winning. That's my only worry. I really want to see her win.
Yeah.
There's no reason Eagle Farm 1800 wouldn't suit. She's profiling like that's the sort of trip and track that she wants. So I can't see any negatives with her. I just want to see her have that start to pack that killer punch.
So you're going to put Princess Rhaenys on top?
Princess Rhaenys, I think, is the one. I think we saw her just at better level during the winter, but both these mares, they're there to win. Now it's their time to show us they can win.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, race 3 is a Class 6 handicap over the 1600 metres. Aussie Nugget runs 59 kilos. Ryan Maloney will be in the saddle from barrier 2. With PlayUp, the Nugget is paying $7 to win and $2.40 for the place. He's second up for a summer preparation, coming off a very nice first start run over 1350 at Doomben. He's out to a more favoured distance here, and while he doesn't have a great second up record, he only just missed second up last preparation by just over a length.
Yeah, I think he ran pretty well second up here. He also does build better into his preps, but he's in good order. I thought his first up run was terrific. He got back into a tricky spot, and the other horses in the market in this race, the horses that finished just around him, finished around him the other day, they all come out of that same race. Well, a lot of the form out of this comes out of that same race. So I think he's probably as good at each way chance as there is in the race. I'd be shocked if he's not finishing first 5, and I can't see why with the right run and that he can't finish top 3. The biggest problem with him is just that bad habit of not stepping away at the start. He puts himself in a rearward position and he makes it a lot hard for himself from there. But he's in good order, the horse, fit and healthy.
Okay. Race 4 is the Fillies and Mares Benchmark 78 handicap over 1200 metres. Fumiko runs in this race. Ryan Maloney will ride her and she'll carry 56 kilos. She's drawn barrier 5. With PlayUp, she's paying $5 to win and $2 for the place. She's second up after having just her second run for our stable since relocating north. First up over 1,000 metres, she was last at the furlong in a field of 8 and produced a really good finish to just miss.
Yeah, she was terrific. She had terrible soft track stats. She got Sunshine Coast on soft ground. She ran enormous. She's given him a good start. She one stage she was 3 lengths behind the second last horse. So I think up to 1200 back at Eagle Farm. She actually won a no metro win race here. She beat Better Get Set. So that's very good form for this. She opened up better than $5 yesterday, around about the $7 to $8 mark, and she quickly tumbled into this price. I wouldn't be surprised she might even start a little bit shorter. I think this is a very competitive mares race, but certainly not out of her grasp where she's at. So I'm really happy with her. We've learned a lot with her in the prep. It's the first time we've had her. We had her from scratch this prep, which is good. Still learning a bit with her, but I think she's in good order, and I do believe she loves Eagle. I know she loves Eagle Farm because she's won there. Good ground, 1200. It all sets up really well for her Saturday.
Race 5 is the benchmark 85 handicap over 1200 metres at Mass Destruction. Will run in this. He'll carry 60 kilos with Jimmy Ullman riding barrier 6. He's paying $8.50 to win and $2.50 for the place with PlayUp. It was a bit of a disappointing run first up over the 1200 metres 4 weeks ago. He did finish off a jump out strongly last week, and you have put a tongue tie on.
Yeah, he looks as though he choked down, just like these soft palate Sunny Coast. So we tinkered around some gear changes on him with the tongue tie. It's worked really, really well.
Okay.
I was pleased with his jump out the other day. He'll be ridden just back about third pair, something like that in a race like this, and be strong to the line. At his best, he's very competitive in this grade. He's been to better grades.
Yeah.
Whether is he there anymore, I'm not sure. But if the tongue tie does the trick, I'm sure we can see this horse improve sharply off what we saw at Caloundra.
Race 7 is the Group 3 Grand Prix Stakes over the 2100 metres. We have Felix The Scat running in that, and Felix is enjoying his breakfast right at the moment. He'll carry 57 kilos. Ryan Maloney rides barrier 1 with PlayUp. Felix is paying $3.10 to win and $1.40 for the place. He's improved each run this preparation without winning. Last start he was a close third in the Eagle Way over the 2000 metres and should appreciate the firmer track on Saturday.
Yeah, I think the bigger circuit, the better ground, the 2100, it's all part of where he's at really. He's fourth up now. He's third up out of the 2000. He was there to win. I think he got worried out of it when the winner got to his outside. Had a bit of a think about it, which he does. He's a little bit of a thinker.
Yeah.
His work since has been great. It's a nice piece of work at Eagle Farm Tuesday. I think his prep's been perfect for this. Fourth up out of the 2100, a run under 10 furlong under his belt. He's been going every 2 weeks, so the fitness progression from each run is just starting to take effect with him. Really happy with the horse. Drawn low. Maloney knows him. He's ridden him now his last few, so I can't offer any excuses for Felix. His time to shine is this Saturday, and he is absolutely shining. He's a very, very healthy young colt. So
let's hope he's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I think this is his race. I really do. I think this is the best we've had him all prep, and it's worked. The preparation just worked out perfect towards this Grand Prix.
We'll move on to race 9 now, which is the listed Lockney Stakes over the 1400 metres, a race you have won with Fontalina and, most important, twice. Vinco runs this year. He'll carry 55.5 kilos. Angela Jones ride from barrier 11. With PlayUp, he's paying $41 to win and $6.50 for the place. He was run off his feet first up in the George Moore after dawdling out of the gates. He does generally improve second up and will appreciate the Eagle Farm 1400.
He's improved that sight of the horse. He looks so much better than what he did. I was just a little bit on the back foot with him when we got him in, but he's made up really good leeway now. This is the right race to see him improve. If he doesn't improve into this, I'll be very worried, because he's in very good order. His work Tuesday was great. The horse in himself, he's really come on that last, and that's what we see with him every time. Even when I think I've got him spot on first up, I see the same thing. I see that huge improvement come out of him into that second up run. So this doesn't surprise me. But just at his age, I guess, I want to see him do it on Saturday to show me the improvement's still there, because he's a very fit and healthy horse now after that first up run.
Okay. We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who do you think your best winning chances at Eagle Farm on Saturday?
Well, it's a good question. I tossed up between 2 or 3 here. I really tossed up between Felix and Liquor. I think both horses are spot on for this. So I wouldn't be afraid to back both, but I'm only allowed to pick one.
Yes. So
I'll go with Liquor. Okay. I just love her 1,000 metres at Eagle Farm, and she's showing no signs of not being where she was a few runs back, and she was really dominant here, went fast all the way. So I think Liquor is my best chance on Saturday.
Okay, your best each way chance?
There's a few of them as well on the weekend, and I'm going to go with Fumiko. I guess we can still call her each way odds, $5. She was definitely each way odds when the markets opened yesterday. I think Fumiko, I'd be shocked if she hadn't run top 3 in that race.
Okay. Now, your best at the provincials over the weekend, we've got Ipswich and the Sunshine Coast on Friday, and Toowoomba Saturday and the Sunshine Coast Sunday.
Yeah, we've got a fair few good chances in over the coming few days at the provincial meetings. I might even head up to Toowoomba on Saturday night. There's a few good chances up there. I think the first start up there, Genchig Boomer trials have been terrific. And also free carry on the 8-day backup up there, off running second or third last week at Dooman, at Dooman last Friday. So that mile form at Dooman is pretty good for a Toowoomba Saturday night race. So I think you can follow us at Toowoomba Saturday night. We've got 2 or 3 runners heading up there, and we've got a pretty strong team going on.
Okay, your best track worker this week?
my best worker this week, I'll say it'd be him.
Yeah.
Thought he was brilliant. Him and Aussie Nugget worked together over 6 furlong on the course proper, and I thought he was really good. That's just the last little hit out he needed to get into this race. So I'm very happy with him. I could have put him on top. I just want to put more pressure on him. Cav tipped him in his multi the other week, and I reckon that's what happened. I reckon he loomed, and the weight of Cav's multi just sort of anchored him down.
He hurt.
So he doesn't need me tipping him, although I've been in pretty good form the last few weeks of my tips.
Well, we did get a few emails saying you needed to improve.
Well, I have.
Yeah.
So thanks for the encouragement for the people out there who give me that little jabble on it.
Okay, now your performance from the stable for the week.
My performance for the week from the stable could go one or two ways, but I'm going to go Barbie's sister.
Yeah.
All that pizzazz, look, he just never disappoints me. He's just a beauty. I love the horse, and I wish I had more of him. Yep. More horses like him. He's an absolute ripper. But I'm going to go with Barbie's sister. I thought she was brilliant. I think there's room for improvement there. She still made herself a little bit vulnerable. We're going a little bit keen, and she still got the job done. And the time she ran compared to the colts on the day was very, very good. So I think she was my performance of the week, and hopefully, if everything can continue to go well, we'll see her Magic Means Day. A little all that pizzazz, even though I didn't put him as performance of the week. I can't wait to get him to Toowoomba. I think he's a genuine chance in the King of the Mountain.
Okay. Now, courtesy of PlayUp, it is their stable special offer for this week, and it is $2.50 for Felix The Scat. Are you listening, Felix? To finish top 2. Once again, their offer saluted last week. A Gollan runner winning the Bribie at $4. What do you think?
The last two they've done. I've had the max 50 the last couple of weeks. It's been perfect. So pays for a little bit of Saturday night dinner.
It does.
Outstanding.
And what do you think of this week's one?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, could give us a bit 280 or something like that. I mean, we always want more, right? Yeah. That's our job. As a punter, we want to get more out of the bookie and beat the bookie. That's the nature of the game. So, but I think it's worthwhile. I'd be shocked if he doesn't run top 2. His form indicates that's where he's at, and I really think there was a super winning chance in the race. So I mean, it just gives you that little bit of leeway in case he. Well, Cav hasn't got him in his multi, I don't think.
No.
I'm waiting to hear what that is. I don't think he has, and that's probably the pressure he doesn't need anyway.
No, well, you mentioned Cav's name, he got angry.
Got angry straight away.
Okay, now it is time for Cav's Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. His multi missed last week, with Deer Trail just missing a place in his second lead by about a head. Let's see what he's got for us this week.
Welcome to Cav's Corner for this week. Before I start Cav's Corner, I'd like to give a big cheerio to Tony's half-brother, Stephen Miles. Congratulations on being the Premier. I don't know whether he's the twins or not, but Jesus, you look alike. Anyway, we'll get to our tips. On Saturday, we'll go Madame Odette a win. And then we'll venture over to the sunny coast on Sunday. We'll go Innersec a win. Good punting, guys.
Okay, so he's gone Madame Odette a win into Innersec on Sunday for a win as well. What do you think about that one? Well, I don't know what goes away.
Well, I'm not sure because I don't
place.
know if Madame Odette can beat Princess Rhaenys.
Yeah. And
then obviously the favourite in the race, Anna McCora, horse Sean Dwyer, it's obviously quite talented as well. So look, he's a man of his own mind and his own convictions.
Can't tell him what to do.
We'll leave him at it, but I think Innersec, she's going super. She's come back good this summer.
Has,
The trials and jump outs have been brilliant. 1000 Sunshine Coast, she's fitting well. She's spot on. She'll be very hard to beat Sunday.
Okay, well, good luck on Saturday, Tony. Plenty of good chances right throughout the whole card.
Yeah, thanks, Claire, and good luck everyone out there. Enjoy your weekend. We're nearing Christmas.
We are.
We're nearing Christmas, so hope everyone's enjoying the festive season, in particular this road to Magic Millions at Brisbane. I think it's been a super summer carnival so far.
Absolutely, it has. Best of luck to everyone.